Jonah teaches us so much about the patience of God, the perseverance of God, and the care of God for an individual. This is the story of a man who is deeply committed to Christian ministry. And it's sometimes easy to get the idea that God cares about getting the job done. I mean, we've got the world to evangelize. Ministry has to get done. But this is a story about how God cares for the individual who is doing his work every bit as much as the work itself that is being done. I mean, at the end of the day, God could have sent any number of people to Nineveh. God could have given up on Jonah. Hey, this guy doesn't want to go. We'll just leave this guy. There's another way of getting the job done. God can do the work of saving Nineveh in any way that he chooses. And so the really significant thing about this book is it's about the man. It's about how God cares about one man who's been giving himself to ministry and has a reputation for ministry. He was known as the prophet from Gath Hepher. You know, if he was around today, he'd have all kinds of fans on Facebook. He'd be on every major platform in the evangelical world. He's the kind of guy that would really be, would have a great reputation. And yet, underneath, the book is really, it's a confession. Jonah's telling us that underneath what people saw on the outside, there was something going on in the inside in which he was actually avoiding what it really means to walk closely with the Lord. And that was exposed when a big change came into his life. Everything's going fine in ministry. Then God steps in. I want you to do something completely different. Life changes. And here's this man, everyone thinks, oh, we're receiving the word of God from him. And actually his inner life is exposed. And then we discover the grace of God, that God will not let go of this man who on the deep layers of his inside life has really lost out. He's become much more about himself and much more about his comfort. But God perseveres with him until at the end God reveals his own compassion. It's got a strange ending, the book of Jonah. But the very fact that it is written is the evidence that the grace of God ultimately triumphed in this guy's life, because God's grace always prevails in the lives of his children.